Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we got something different. So we all know that Marvel Contest of Champions is a very complicated game with hundreds of champions and a ton of nodes and also various game modes. So I have been playing this game for 5 years myself, and I think I have enough game knowledge to finally make a tier list. So I'm sure you have seen many tier lists from like a lot of other YouTubers, but today I'm going to show you an advanced tier list that is based on numbers. So basically we use a scoring system for every champion based on their performance in a number of criteria such as Alliance War Attack, Alliance War Defense, Alliance Quest, Prestige, and all of that stuff. So the categories are, first off, we got Alliance War Attack, Alliance War Defense, Alliance Quest, Incursions, Labyrinth of Legends, Abyss of Legends, Act 6 and Act 7 paths, Act bosses, monthly quests and variants, and Prestige. So those are the categories, and of course not everyone values the same things that I value here. So yeah, not all categories are equally spreaded. So for example, I value Alliance War more, so I put higher percentage on it, so it affects the results more than the Alliance Quest does. So here you can see the percentages of each criteria. So we got 15% on attack, 10% on defense. So totally for Alliance War, in total we have 25%. Then Alliance Quest 10% with Prestige. So it's 20% for Alliance Quest, 5% for Incursions, 7% for Labyrinth of Legends, for Abyss of Legends 8, and Act 6 and 7 with bosses is 25 in total. And then we got the last 10% for monthly quests and variants. So those add up to a total of 100%. And on your left, we have all the champions ranked in alphabetical order, and all we have to do is to fill up the boxes in each category with a number of 1 to 5 based on each character's performance in every category. So yeah, you can see the champions here, got all of them here. So after all the boxes are filled, we calculate the weighted average score on every single champion, and then we use Excel's rank function to rank the champions based on their score from highest to lowest. And then lastly, we set the thresholds for each tier, and you can see them all right here. So S tier is 3.60, for A tier we got 3 to 3.59, B tier 2.45 to 2.99, C tier from 2 to 2.44, D tier 1.50 to 1.99, E tier 1.26 to 1.49, and then lastly F tier is below 1.25. So the S tier is like beyond God tier, A tier is God tier. So yeah. And yeah, let's like talk about the S tier champions first. So the best tech champion, in my opinion, if you're using Suicides, is Ghost. Like even if you're not using Suicides, it's Ghost. I'm pretty sure it's Ghost. She gets a 5 in attack, in Alliance War Attack. Like in my path, if you use Hood or even Wasp 2, she's amazing for the power gain path and for the intercept path. Like I think it's the 5th path. She's amazing, and also for like the middle mini boss, if it's not a thing, she's amazing. 2 for defense though, because she's pretty easy to fight, and like only a 2, like because if you get hit with the crits, like if she throws an SP ground and you get hit 3 times, it's gonna hurt. So that's why it's not 1. 4 for Alliance Quest, like those immunities, like you start the fight with the Furies, you like finish off Alliance Quest so quickly with Ghost. And if you have, even if you have Hood, you can ignore the recoil damage and destroy all the bosses. So 4 for Incursions. That phase mechanic is amazing for avoiding the block damage from the parry. Like, you can keep going with Ghost. She's got a lot of buffs as well. But then 5 for Labyrinth. 5 is like, I wish I could put more in Ghost in Labyrinth. Like, her damage is insane. If you have Ant-Man, it's just like crazy. 4 for Abyss though, because for Abyss you have more requirements in the paths for the bosses, so only a 4 there. 5 for Act bosses and Act paths. Like, yeah, the utility is insane. Like, you even use her for legend runs, so she can do almost all the paths, like in Act 6 and Act 7. It's just crazy. For the bosses, she destroys them. 4 in monthly quest. Like, she's not amazing for the monthly quest, like where you need to apply an armor break or a heal immunity. You don't get the Furies, so other champions are better than that. Like, we talk about Warlock, he gets a 5 there. But yeah, she has great utility, so she gets a 4 for Variants as well. She's good. But why is, like, she's still first, but if she had like 5 in prestige, she would have more than 4.170. She would have like 4.4. So imagine if you had crazy prestige, but she only has 3 guys. But then the second S tier champion is Warlock. So Warlock is amazing. Even with suicides, he gets 5 in attack. Like, that infection is amazing. The immunities are so good. And then 4 in defense. Like, he's not like a Killmonger or a Korg level, but that infection, even with if you have suicides, and now we're talking about suicides, like, if you get infected, you get heal blocked, so you start losing more health because of the poison and the bleed. So if you attack him like 20 times, even in the block, you will get heal blocked, and he is kind of annoying. 3 for Alliance quest though. His healing is decent, but he's got those immunities as well. Incursions at 3 for Abyss and Labyrinth. His damage is pretty good. 4 for Act paths and 4 for Act bosses. The utility, the immunities, the power drain, the armor break, the bleed. You can even do the Do You Bleed Medusa if you're patient a little bit. Or actually, you have the heal immunity, the heal block in Medusa, so you can easily do that. For monthly quest, like, he's the best for monthly quest. Him and Hulkbuster, I'm pretty sure, are the best, and I think those are the only ones that get 5 there. So, and yeah, for variants, he's good as well. And then 5 in prestige. Wow, his prestige is actually amazing. So he's at rank 2. Rank 3, we got Guillotine 2099. So I don't really like Guillotine 2099. I think she's a bit boring, like finishing off fights with SP3s. But she's amazing. Like, if you guys use her, she is awesome. I know what she can do, but I don't really like her. But she gets a 3 in Alliance War attack, just because you need a lot of hits. And for Alliance War fights, you can't do that. 5 in defense though. That where you need to knock her down if she is stun immune. Like, she is so annoying. She will miss like so many attacks. Her regen is so strong, and yeah, she's got also that healing reversal from the SP2, which is really bad for suicides. So she gets a 5 from that for that reason. 5 for Alliance Quest, because like, you have a lot of fights in Alliance Quest, more than Alliance War. And that healing, oh my god, that healing she has is crazy. If you get below like, what is it, 50%, 45, I don't know. 4 for Incursions, she can transfer those hits. If you're patient, she can do really good damage. And also 4 for Labyrinth and 4 for Abyss, the same reason why. 4 for Act Paths and 4 for Act Bosses. For Act Paths, if you use her, it's like Aegon, but not quite at that level. She's got great damage. And so as long as you can like finish the fight with SP3s and start with 100 hits. 4 for bosses, if you have her ramped up, she can do some crazy damage, and she's got good immunities as well. monthly quests and variants, like she can't heal block, so not great for the monthly quest. And for variants, those immunities can help a lot. And 4 for prestige, so she's at rank 3. And at rank 4, we got Guardian. Like, guys, Guardian, I use him everywhere. In event quests, in variants, in, like, even in, if I want to test someone in a video for the block proficiency, that synergy is so good. So Guardian, 4 for Alliance War attack. So he's got a power drain, he's got a taunt, he's got amazing damage, he's got a great synergy for Alliance War attack. So he gets a 4. He's not like Ghost or Warlock level, but he's a 4 for sure. 3 for defense because his SP1 might clip someone, and he's also really annoying sometimes. If you want to throw a special with a 5-hit combo, he can perfect block you, and it's gonna suck if he retaliates. But 3 for Alliance Quest, because yeah, he only has like, he can heal if you have him at 6-200, but only at the start of the fight. Like, I think you heal with the poison too, but not a lot, even at 6-200. But yeah, doesn't have immunities. Like if you go fight a biohazard path, he's gonna die. So yeah, only a 3 there. 3 for incursions. His synergy can be useful there, and also the utility is pretty good. For Labyrinth 4, his damage is crazy, but for Labyrinth, because of the more requirements, only a 3. 4 and 4 in Act Bosses and Act Paths. For Act Paths, he gets a bonus with the synergy. Also for Act Bosses, gets a bonus because of the synergy. But also, guys, his utility is not bad. Like, you get a taunt for All or Nothing Paths. You got a power drain for All or Nothing Paths. And also, keep in mind that this guy, Guardian, is like one of the best champions for Power Shield. So for Power Shield, because Guardian deals energy damage with his basic attacks when he crits, so he doesn't crit and instead the opponent takes energy damage, so you can like deal some good damage to the opponent even in Power Shield where you deal no damage with your basic attacks. And his SP2, you just throw it with some charges, yeah, the opponent is gonna die pretty quickly. So that's why he gets 4 both of those. 3, so I think like Guardian's utility maybe a little bit underrated. But 3 for monthly quests and variants, he can't apply heal block again. But for variants, the synergy is pretty good. And 5 for prestige. His prestige is amazing. And then, I wish Hulkbuster was an S tier there, but he's not quite at that level in my opinion. So let's see. Hulkbuster, 4 in Alliance War attack. So yeah, his damage is beyond insane. You can hit the opponent in the block with the specials and deal some massive stun durations. And also have, I think you have an armor break, you have a power drain, so he's pretty good. 2 for defense though, just because yeah, he doesn't have anything for him. Only has a shock. But for the Alliance Quest, his healing is amazing, but he doesn't get a 5 because he's not immune to something. Incursions only a 3. 3 for Labyrinth and 3 for Abyss, because like his damage is pretty nuts. But in Labyrinth you need to throw or you need to have stuns with the parry, and you have Limber there. And for Abyss you have more requirements, so that's why he gets 3. 3 for Act Bosses and 3 for Act Paths. Yeah, the same reason. Like, he's got a power drain, he's got a power lock if you hit the opponent with the SP2 in the block, and his damage is pretty good for Act Paths, but he doesn't have any immunity, so only a 3. He can destroy some paths, but yeah, just a 3. 5 for monthly quests. He is one of the best, like with Warlock, said it before, for monthly quests. Like, you throw a special, you get those massive furies, you can hit like 40k SP or 40k heavy attacks. And for variants, he's an extra large, he's a good hero. He gets a 5. He's amazing in monthly quests. But look at that. For prestige, he sucks. Like, if he had 5 in prestige, he would go in S tier for sure. Like with a 2, he only gets in A tier. So if we didn't count prestige again, he would go S tier. He would go below Guardian at rank 5. But because we calculate prestige as well, so if you want to rank up Hulkbuster and take into account like all of that, like Hulkbuster, where does he shine? He shines in monthly quest. He shines in Alliance War attack. So if you want to like see all of those and you calculate prestige 2, he goes there, in my opinion. And also keep in mind with suicides. If he didn't have suicides, it might have been different. But Spider-Man Stark is next. Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. So this guy is pretty good, man. He's got 4 in Alliance War attack. If you use him with Blade, he can start with some massive damage. He's got a good power drain. He's got a taunt. His damage is crazy. But then 3 in defense. He's got a crazy evade sometimes. He's below like 50%. If he retaliates with a crit, you're dead. So that's why he gets a 3. But you can always stun him. 2 for Alliance Quest. His health is really low. He doesn't have any immunities. No sustain. So that's why he gets a 2. 3 for Incursions. He can evade some pretty hard specials with the assisted evade. But his health is really low and no buffs. So yeah. 4 in Labyrinth and 4 in Abyss. This guy has amazing damage. Like if you keep getting those poise charges up, it's gonna help a lot for Abyss and Labyrinth. 4 in Act bosses and 4 in Act 6 and Act 7 paths. So yeah, that assisted evade can help you a lot. If you're not bored of like building those poise charges, it's gonna help you a lot. His damage is pretty good, and that power drain with the heavy attack and the taunt is pretty good. And yeah, for the bosses the same thing. 3 for monthly quest, you can't apply a heal block again or an armor break, and 3 for variants. But yeah, also he's got like this debuff from the SP3, and I think you can ignore evade somehow. I don't know how it's called, but I remember it hits with his SP3. And also he's pretty good for robots. If you throw the SP2, it's gonna double the shocks. If you apply them, you can apply 6. They're gonna melt. But this guy, his prestige sucks. Like, he's the same rank with Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster has 2, but Spider-Man Stark has 1. So if both of them had 5, Spider-Man Stark would be even higher than Hulkbuster. So if this guy didn't have like stupidly bad prestige, he would go in S tier, guys. Like, the recoil doesn't even matter for him at all. Like, you throw an SP2, by that time the opponent should be dead there. But yeah, if he had like better prestige, like if it didn't count prestige, it would be so much more different. So Ultron, the one that got reworked, we got it here. You guys can see it. I think he's got 3 in Alliance War attack. He's got like decent damage, but not. I don't think many people use him for Alliance War. 2 for defense. Only a 2. Like, he has an evade, but only a 2. Why? Because now you have a timer on it, and you can see when the Ultron is gonna evade. And that's why this Ultron, the classic one, the prime we get from Labyrinth, 100%, gets a 3, because you need to count like 7 seconds, and yeah, with the other one you can't see it. But in Alliance Quest, this dude gets a 5. The self-repair is amazing. You can apply bleeds, you can apply degen, mutant, you can, or you have immunities. This guy is just one of the best champions for Alliance Quest. So 3 for incursions. Like, his damage is not great for incursions, but he gets a 3 because he's got immunities and some sustain. 3 for Labyrinth and 3 for Abyss. His damage is like mediocre. Not god tier level, but, or it might be god tier level, but yeah, for Labyrinth, you need some better champions. 3 for act paths and 3 for act bosses, because yeah, you got those immunities, and his damage is pretty decent. So maybe you can kill that Medusa, that 6.3 Medusa, but yeah, it's gonna be hard if you don't trigger dexterity because of that buffet. maybe. For paths, for monthly quests, actually, he's not the greatest because he can't apply heal bug, but for variants, he's awesome. He's got those immunities and all of that stuff. That utility for variants is pretty good. Also, the evade can help you if you like try and intercept, can help you. Only one though, only one in, yeah, I'm saying it right. Only one in prestige. This guy's prestige sucks. So he's right here. Only one. Like why does he have one? If he had 5, he would go back up to S tier. Like prestige like destroys all of the A tier champions. They would go up a tier if we didn't count prestige. So yeah. And then let's go check out some other champions. Like we got Star-Lord here. Star-Lord is a D tier because he's not good for alliance or attack or defense, not good in alliance quest, not good in incursions. Great for labyrinth. It's like the best champion that we all use. The first, actually, not the best. The first champion that we all use for labyrinth, 100%. 3 for abyss though, 1 in paths. Like you need to build him up all over again, every single fight. 2 for bosses, he might be good for like 1 fight there. 2 for monthly quests and variants, and only 1 in prestige. Like if he had better prestige, but he's one of the oldest champions. But the F tier champions, Red Skull sucks. Rocket Raccoon, I remember when he had like his sick ability. If you had him at sick 200, he would have guaranteed crits, and this guy would be like at least A tier if he had that. After some hits, he had guaranteed crits, but now he sucks too. So squishy. Iron Man sucks too. Kang sucks too. I'm sorry for anyone that has him, but I think deep down we all know he sucks. And Iron Patriot, yeah, this guy sucks even more. So I think Iron Patriot had 1 in everything. Where is he? 1. Yeah, he just sucks for everything. I mean, maybe we could give him a 2 in Alliance Quest, but who am I kidding? Who's gonna use Iron Patriot in Alliance Quest? Like, it's better off using Iron Man because you don't have the burnout. But yeah, guys, Silver Centurion actually is kind of like the same champion with Iron Man Infinity War, so he gets there in B tier. Sentinel also only a C tier because he kind of sucks in Labyrinth and Abyss. His damage is pretty bad for Labyrinth and Abyss. If he had like at least a 3, he would go B tier. But also the prestige is only 3 for him. So let's see. Who else has 1 prestige? So 1 prestige, Patriot. Yeah, Iron Patriot, like Iron Man. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.